Welcome back to the Ark Survival Guide. This is the next episode in our Let's Play Crystal Isles series, and it should be a whole lot of fun. We are going to tame this bright red, white, and blue Ankylosaur that looks like an American flag. I mean, how patriotic is that, right? And we're also going to tame a male Ankylosaur so we can breed these guys later. You know, scratch that, we found an even better Ankylosaur, so we'll try to make it a triple tame. I mean, never mind, make that a quadruple tame, because then we spotted this one, and yikes, we cannot pass this up. So, yeah, we're gonna tame 4 Ankylosaurs in this episode. Not that we meant to tame more than 2, but with 4 Ankylosaur tames, I'll show you several ways to tame them and some tips that'll make it super easy to tame an Ankylosaur, even if you're like level 10 and it's like level 100. We're also gonna show you effective ways to use our brand new bright orange Argentavis to hunt down Brontosaurs really effectively, and how to effectively grab dinos and take them back to a taming pen using an Argentavis to make things super easy to tame. And we're also going to tame this seagull that just wandered into our base, because you can't pass up an opportunity like this, and we'll show you a really easy way to tame a seagull, which is super helpful. And you can see how our cave and some of the dinos nearby light up at nighttime and how beautiful this area of the Crystal Isles really is. So I think you guys will really enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to this channel and ring that bell to enable all notifications. So let's get started. Okay, so we're just gonna dive right in, and we are here on the back of our little floating island up here in the Crystal Isles. And right behind our mountain is this little plateau right across the river. And we saw this on the last episode on our way home when we were building our Argentavis saddle, which, by the way, if you missed that episode, check it out. We actually tamed this really cool orange Argent and another really cool looking one. And today we're going to tame a couple of really cool looking Ankylosaurs, including this crazy red, white, and blue Anky. It's a pretty low level female, but that's okay, because look at this thing. It's like an American flag, red, white, and blue striped, and a blue body. I mean, does it get cooler than that, right? So we were able to use the right click or alternate fire button to just pick up dinos with the Argent. And the general rule of thumb is, if you can hit it with a bola, you can usually pick it up with an Argent. It's mostly medium-sized dinos and smaller. But, whoa, do you guys see that on the bottom, right next to the river? There is a bright orange Tapehara. Yeah, I am trying really hard to resist taming Tapeharas this time. You guys might remember on our Switch series, when we played the island, I ended up with like 20 Tapeharas, and it was actually really helpful because their eggs make really good kibble, but I was kind of like a crazy cat lady with those things, so I am trying really hard to resist getting distracted. So we'll see how that goes, right? But for now, I'm just recharging my stamina real quick, and we'll be boosting up this Argent stamina to the point where we can fly like all the way. Oh man, that thing looks so cool in the background though. It's like a Tapehara on fire. We already have a flaming orange bird. We don't need another one. Must resist. Must resist. Oh, whoa. Okay, we got a Spino down there too, and yeah. It must have just spawned in because I did not see that thing earlier, but Spinos are actually real powerful, and we might have to tame that thing because it would be really helpful for getting tons of prime meat from killing Brontos and actually, you know, knocking down these cool crabs. Speaking of which, this is the secret entrance to our base, and of course, why not? Why would there not be a giant killer crab just waiting for us right there? Okay, I think I'm going to have to rush in and just try this. We're going to try to sneak past this crab and hopefully not die. YOLO! Oh gosh, this could be really bad. Oh gosh. All right. Please don't die. Okay, I think we made it past fast enough. That was really scary though. Okay. So Carcinos crabs are giant crabs. They can pick you up right off your mount. I think anything smaller than like a Spino, they'll just pick you up right off of your mount and kill you, and then your mount will probably also die. So, where is my base again? Wow, this cave is huge, but, I mean, it's not so big I should get lost in it, right? This is pretty bad. Okay, there we go. So this is our house. It's coming along quite nicely, and we're actually going to finish it while we're taming these Ankylosaurs. But for now, let me put this Ankylosaur down, and this is going to be really easy to tame, because we're going to try to knock out the Anky right here. What? Look at that Tapehara. Oh my gosh, it's neon green. What in the world? Okay guys, I was just saying I need to resist taming Tapeharas, but that thing is crazy. I love the color on that. It's like a neon green shark fin like popping out from behind the rocks. That's so cool. What even is this? I should be able to easily spot a bright neon green fin. Okay, female, level 50. I might have to tame that pretty soon. All right. Okay, gonna resist for now. It's inside the cave. It's managed to wander its way into the cave, so it shouldn't be able to wander out very easily. So we might come back and tame that in the next episode, especially if we're building our base. We might be able to actually trap it and build our base around it. All right, all right. I'll be thinking about that, and we'll come up with a cool strategy. But for now, we're gonna try to knock out this Ankylosaur. Now, knocking out an Anky is actually quite easy, especially with a crossbow. Ankylosaurs are like pretty low-level tames. I think their saddle is like level 36. But what makes them so easy to tame is that they're so slow. I mean, look at this. I'm standing still. It can't catch me. When it finally does get close to me, I can just like casually walk away from it. But the great thing about this spot is that the terrain, I've got the high ground, and oh wow, it's already knocked out. Cool. So if you got the high ground, Ankys can't climb very well, and it's really easy to just like shoot down on them. But check it out, it's already unconscious, we're giving it some Medjo berries. We might not even need to use Tranks because it should tame up relatively quickly on Medjo berries. They're just so easy to tame. But we are not done yet, not by a long shot, because there's still a male Ankylosaur out there, and we want to tame that too. We'll try to make this at least a double tame. Whoa, check this out. Do you guys see these crystals and mushrooms are all glowing right now? I think that's because it's nighttime, which we can't really tell too well inside the cave, but I didn't realize everything glows like this up here in the Crystal Isles in the floating island section. This is just beautiful. Look at that. So, yeah, I don't usually let it be nighttime because it's so hard to see, but this is really cool. I might have to let it be night more often. Okay, is the deadly crab still just waiting for us? I don't see him here, and oh gosh, there's a splash. Oh gosh, that was really scary. Okay, we're alive, we're okay, and is that a glowing Spino? Is that an aberrant Spino? That's really cool looking. Whoa, that thing looks awesome, doesn't it? That is a glow-in-the-dark female level 71 Spino. Okay. I think that just made the taming list, but we'll come back later for that. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the parts where we're just, oh, dang, there goes that Tapehara. That might be the bright orange one. So at least maybe we're not going to be so tempted to tame that thing, because I think it's probably gone forever now. Okay, that solves that problem anyway. So I'm going to skip the parts where we're just flying back and forth because we're going to make this trip a couple of times, and I don't want to waste too much time just flying. But here we are back at the base, and we've got our secret entrance. Seems to have been abandoned by that crab. I don't know if the Spino killed the crab or if it just wandered off, but we seem to be okay. And hopefully this time I will try to aim a little bit further towards my base, and there it is. Okay, great. Didn't get quite as badly lost. I'm still getting used to that back entrance, which I only very recently discovered. Somebody actually commented that there was a third entrance, and after looking around for a while, I finally bumped into it. So, yeah, on the last episode, I was flying around for a good 5 minutes trying to find the other Argent, and it took a while, but I did discover that back entrance, and that is going to be super helpful. Alright, so we're just going to start tranking this guy right away. He's only like a level 10, and we have the high ground again. So we're just like, I don't know, a few feet higher than him. But as you can see here, he cannot get up here. And he's just kind of wandering. Oh, dang, look at that arrow. So that arrow should have definitely hit him. Oh my gosh, does this guy have an invisible force field? It's like, this is like a magical Ankylosaur right here. Like every time I try to shoot at him, they just stop in midair. Okay. So, Ark's developers, whoa, that looks so cool. Ark's developers recently made some changes to try to prevent cheating, and one of them has to do with terrain and projectiles coming through the terrain. And it seems like it works really well, but they've overcompensated a little bit, and that's messing up some of my arrow techniques. So, yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. Alright, so this guy's running and he is out. Okay, great. So we now have two Ankylosaurs that are both passed out and taming up. And that was actually super easy, wasn't it? Like, low-level Ankies are really easy to tame. I remember, if you've ever seen my Let's Play Valguero series, I actually tamed one when I was like level 10, because they're just that easy. But wait, there's more. So on the way back, I just happened to spot a female Ankylosaur that was just wandering around, like right next to the entrance to our base. This little plateau, I just stopped here to rest for a second, and just happened to see this thing wander right past me. It's a level 52 female, and we're definitely going to have to try to tame this one too. It will be a bit more of a challenge. I think those other two were just a little too easy, right? But this one is actually going to be much more powerful, and it'll give a lot more metal when we gather with her, and that's going to be really helpful as we're getting stuff. But whoa, do you see that in the background? That looked like an orange argent. I mean, we already have an orange argent. Like I said, we've got enough bright orange flyers already. But if that happens to be a male, we could potentially start breeding bright orange argents right off the bat, which would be really cool. So, I'm going to have to check that out later, and if that happens to be a male, I think we're going to have to try to tame that later too. But check it out, we've got our two Ankylosaurs taming up nicely. One is 82% tamed, the other is 31% tamed. And I'm going to drop this one right here, and we're going to play a little game and see how close to the others I can get this one to pass up. I'm going to try to like stack them up on top of each other almost, because, you know, that'll make it more fun. I'm also going to try to do this using the minimum amount of tranks, so I'll see if I can club it a little bit. But here we go. We are, once again, we have the high ground. We're a little bit above this thing, and I think we've got like a 5-foot slope, which should be just enough to keep it from hitting us. So, you know, we'll just shoot right through this fern leaf. Thanks a lot, Fern. And even though she doesn't have any cool colors, she's going to be really nice to have because of her level. And okay, I was getting a little nervous right there because I thought she might be able to scale that slope, but she can't. So yeah, as you can see, if you got like a 5-foot slope, it's super easy to knock out an Anky. And you can even do it pretty effectively using a slingshot and wooden club if you want to. So an Ankylosaur is actually really tanky. They actually do pretty good damage, especially if you boost their melee damage. So it's actually a pretty good early tame to get. And then as soon as you can ride one, you can actually gather berries with it. They get great metal. They're great for getting flint and thatch and just a lot of really helpful stuff. But the reason I want so many Ankylosaurs is we're going to build several outposts. Oh, and by the way, I'm clubbing it instead of shooting it because I want to save on tranks, because we might actually be using a lot of tranquilizers on that Spinosaur very soon, like maybe in an episode or two. But for now, I'm just going to keep chasing this thing and clubbing it until it starts trying to club me with its tail. So we'll see how this goes. But I do want to make sure it doesn't fall off this ledge over here, because if it does, it's going to be a lot harder to get. I might have to pick it up with the Argent. But so far, so good. It's still running very, very slowly. Oh, whoa, watch out there. Broke my club. Hold on a second. I got another one. I always try to bring a spare club just in case that happens, because they do actually break pretty easily. So, pretty soon, we're going to make a couple of outposts. One of them will be to collect oil at a place that has amazing oil node spawns, like hundreds and hundreds of oil per minute. Ouch! Okay, whoa there, hold on. Gotta get the high ground again. Okay, so we've got the high ground again. It's over, Ankylosaur. We have the high ground. And now it can't reach us. It's trying to kill us again. That means it's probably very close to passing out any minute now. And we'll just kind of slowly use up a couple more trank arrows and see if we can knock it down, because it should go down pretty soon. And she's running again. Okay, clubbing time. But yeah, so we're going to make an outpost where these oil, and actually Ankylosaurs gather oil super well. And even underwater oil nodes, Ankylosaurs, believe it or not, actually swim pretty fast. So you could totally take an Ankylosaur down to the bottom of the ocean and gather oil with it and get a lot more. There we go. KO. Alright. Very nice. We now have 3 Ankylosaurs taming. Never mind. 2 Ankylosaurs taming, and 1 is already tamed. Perfect. Alright. So we're going to put her away, and we've got the other two still taming up, but we are not done yet. So I was actually building up the base a little bit more. We're going to show you that in the next episode. We'll do a let's build and show you all of the base building we've done all at once. But in the middle of that, I'm going to try to tame that neon green Tapehara. It's just been taunting me this whole time. It looks way too cool to pass up, and it would be very cool to start breeding in neon green colors into Tapehara lines. I mean, just very cool stuff. So I am killing off this Bronto to get some prime meat, and definitely want to be able to make that a super fast, easy Tapehara tame. So the last one was just so messy and ugly. I'm really hoping I can do this one very efficiently, make it super easy for you guys, and, you know, hopefully redeem myself from what a train wreck that last one was. But I am killing off this Bronto pretty effectively with this Argent. So we just got this Argent last episode, and there's like a spot on a Bronto's back where it can barely hit you, like with its head or its tail. So I've just kind of been hovering right about there this whole time. And as you can see, I'm doing a pretty good job killing this Bronto, and I've only lost about 10% of my health. And we already got this thing running away. I've still got plenty of stamina, so this is actually working out really well. And we should get quite a bit of prime meat from this guy, too. So, I'm thinking it'll drop any second now. There we go. That was like a level 11 Bronto. Now, I usually try to harvest these things with an axe at least to get some hide, because we were running out of hide too. But, you know, we definitely are going to get pretty good prime meat from that. We'll get it stuck back in our, you know, preserving bin. And our Argent can actually gather pretty decent prime meat too, so that should be pretty handy. So yeah, we're gonna head back to the base and, you know, oh, check out that raptor. That's pretty cool color raptor, okay. You know, I kind of want to tame it. Whoa, hold on a second. What is that? What is that? Oh my gosh, you guys, that's so cool looking. Wow, it's like neon green and red. Oh my gosh, we're getting, oh, female, level 77. Shut up and take my money. Okay, sorry. I gotta tame one more Ankylosaur, you guys. Yeah, I know I was only planning on taming 2, and now I'm taming 4, but level 77, that's really good. And it's a female, so it'll lay eggs. We can breed it right away. We can get a whole bunch of Ankylosaurs in no time this way. And anything we breed with this might actually pick up that cool red and neon green coloring, so that's pretty awesome. I definitely want to get this thing tamed too. So yeah, we're going to have to do that. By the way, we were kind of on the back of the island, and this is actually our other main entrance to our base if you haven't been following this series. But check out these beautiful waterfalls everywhere. It's just such cool scenery, isn't it? Alright, so here are the orange crystals that mark the secret entrance to our secret lair. And it looks like the male has finished taming up, and he is now level 16, which is pretty low level, but it's the only male I've seen this whole time. All the other Ankylosaurs are females. It's like on Jurassic Park, you know, where they're all female. So yeah, okay, we're gonna drop her off there. And we'll be right back. We're going to move this guy out of the way, and we'll start taming her in a minute. So you can see I've been gathering stuff with my beaver and Doedicurus to prepare for the next stage of building, but check it out. We've got our female Ankylosaur, a male. We can start breeding them pretty soon. And, oh, do you guys see that in the distance? There is a seagull just wandered in here. Look at that. Okay. So I just made a bola, and by the time I finished doing that, the seagull had landed, and we gotta try this. So first of all, we don't want this guy annoying us. Oh, nice, we hit it, okay. We're gonna club this sucker and just see if it survives. Usually it doesn't, most of the time, oh my gosh, all right. Always happens, here we go, okay. I always bring a spare club, because that always happens. Now it's probably gonna die in the process, but just for the heck of it, we're gonna see if we can knock this thing out, and, oh, check it out. It's actually unconscious and not dead. Okay. Be right back. So, yeah, check this out. This is a cool little pond right above our base, and I brought my other seagull so we can show you guys how to fish with a seagull. and show you guys why it's worth taming that first seagull. It's going to make every aquatic tame we ever do super easy. So I already brought one of these fish over here, and I just got 4 prime fish meat from that one. And I whistled for my seagull to attack another of these coelacanths, and let's see how much we get from this one. He brings it back, and it's all glowy and stuff, and you get prime fish meat from them, and a whole lot of extra meat too. This also works for things like otters and Hesperornis, where you have to hand them dead fish, and it tames them up as if you're taming them with kibble when the fish is glowing like that. So, yeah, pretty nice there. Oh, check this out. There's just a horse right here. Hey, zebra, yoink. That's my zebra now, yeah. So I've decided I'm collecting zebras now, and I'm just gonna, like, drop them into our cave, because they won't hurt anybody. They just, like, run around like crazy horses. Oh, another cool tapehara. It's kind of, watermelon colors, but don't want it, don't need it. Just gotta say no, gotta resist. We're already gonna tame this crazy neon green one. That's enough tapeharas already. Alright, so we're going to drop off this horse inside our cave and just let him run around, because, I mean, why not? It's kind of cool having a whole bunch of little zebras running around your house, isn't it? I would totally do that in real life if I could. Okay, so this seagull has been starving for a little bit, and, oh man, he's about to wake up. So we're just going to shove all of this prime fish meat into his inventory right away, and it looks like he is just chomping it all down. So let's see how he's looking here. All right, 35, 47. We are taming up nice and quickly. And he was almost starving, 70%. Very good. So he should actually eat the rest of that pretty quickly. Should be a pretty fast tame. And thanks to our other seagull, I didn't even check. What's the gender here? Oh, nice. A male and a female. Perfect. And I was just going out to check and see if it needed more tranks, and it's done taming. So I didn't even know if that was going to be a male or a female. It's just, if you have a chance to tame a seagull, you tame the seagull. And now we have a breeding pair. So this is pretty exciting. We'll start breeding seagulls pretty soon. And that's actually really great, because that means we can safely carry that on our shoulder to do a lot of tames. And having a seagull out in the field is incredibly helpful when you're taming stuff like tyrannosaurs and spinosaurs and things like that. But hey, we got one more Ankylosaur to knock out, and we are going to try this the more normal way, which is just kiting it. And kiting something means you shoot it, get it chasing you, and you just run back and forth. And it's kind of like as if you were dragging a kite behind you on a string. It always follows you, but you just keep running it around in circles. And that is super effective with Ankylosaurs, because you can just shoot, run, knock them out with a slingshot, no problem. And once they start running away, you can club them. Is it running away or towards me? It's so hard to tell sometimes, but I love the color on this thing. It's just like so cool looking. By the way, we're going to need some names for all 4 of these Ankylosaurs, because I'm pretty confident we can tame this one too. There's like nowhere for it to go and nothing dangerous inside this cave, just a cool neon green tapehara. So yeah, pretty confident we can pull off this last tame too. And this other one is up to 80% right now. So let us know in the comments some suggestions for names of all of our Ankylosaurs. We got all 4 of them. There's 2 normal looking ones, a male and a female, and then the patriotic, whoa, oh gosh, that actually really hurt. Hold the phone, that was pretty painful. Okay, I want to keep her from falling down, because that's going to be a big pain if she gets up there. Whoa, not cool. What's happening? Oh my gosh, oh gosh, she's got me in a hole now. She has the high ground. This is not cool. Okay. She could totally kill me right now, but oh dang, ouch, I didn't mean it. I should not have given her that idea. Okay, somehow I am stuck in this tiny little hole, and oh gosh, she's walking away. Okay, I legitimately thought I was gonna die right there, because there was no escaping that. I was just talking about how Ankies were so easy to tame, and of course, something like that happened. Alright, we're gonna go back to our bonus objective, which is trying to keep these Ankies knocked out close together and knocking it out with a club instead of an arrow, because I'm trying to save all the tranks I can, because we're going to try to tame that Spinosaur pretty soon. But also in the next episode, I want to try to tame that Tapehara. Haha, look, I got more clubs this time. I'm learning my lesson, so I brought 3. Because it's probably going to break all of my clubs, let's face it. That thing is a giant spiky tank, and they are pretty rough. Like, Ankylosaurs are actually really good defensive dinos. If you tame one at a low level, even if you're like level 5 or 10, and you just... Oh, I hope she doesn't get stuck in that hole. I don't even know where that hole was, but I hope she stays out of it. Yikes. But even if you're super low level, you just got a slingshot, you could pretty easily knock out an Ankylosaur, and it's really good guard dog for your base. It'll protect you and can take a lot of damage. Okay, she is down. Alright, so we'll come back in a minute when these guys are finished taming up. So now we have an Anky at 90-something% and one at like 4%. But while we're waiting, I'm going to show you guys real quick. The Ankylosaur is amazing at gathering crystal and stone, and this is just like a level 15 that we just got. This is our really weak Ankylosaur. But we're already getting a ton of crystal, and that's going to be very helpful. Now, let me show you what we can do with our good Ankylosaur, because she just finished taming. And by the way, another reason I killed that Bronto and hacked up for hide using my hatchet was because we needed a lot of hide and metal to make the Ankylosaur saddle. So we've got the saddle now, and by the way, if you can't find your Ankylosaur saddle after you learn it, it's because you have to make it in a smithy. So, real quick, I'll show you the alternate fire button actually gathers a lot of berries, and they're actually pretty good at gathering berries. And if we hit metal nodes like this one, we get a ton of metal. And if we hit boulders, we get tons of flint. That's super helpful in a lot of ways, and we're actually passively gathering a lot of stone at the same time, too. And as we boost her melee damage, it's going to just get better and better to where we're just gathering ridiculous amounts of metal. Like, we're never going to run out of metal this way. Now, the downside to Ankies is, first of all, they have majorly reduced weight for metal. Like, it's, I think, 75% reduction, which means you can carry 4 times as much metal for an Ankylosaur, which is great already. And they don't have that reduction on stone or flint, as far as I know. So if your Anky gets overweight, just drop all the stone, and it can carry a whole lot more stuff. So the nice thing about what we've got going here is we can gather all the stone and metal and flint with our Ankylosaur and then carry it back with our Argent super fast, and it's got pretty good carrying weight, so we're able to just drop it off right next to our base. And one reason we built the walls the way we did is because now we can just open up the whole wall, bring a gathering dino right next to our base, and just drop all the metal right inside. We don't even have to take a step if we park it right next door. So, we are back after quite a while. We have actually been doing a ton of stuff around the base while we waited for that Ankylosaur to tame up. It was super easy to keep her unconscious, but she is now level 113, and she is going to be incredibly effective at harvesting metal. And also, when we breed her, our baby Ankies will be very high levels when they first start out, and they should inherit some of her really cool color patterns. And we may also be able to breed that red, white, and blue one into our breeding lines to get some crazy other colors too. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the babies end up looking like. But for now, we're going to bring her back over here, and we've actually got a lot of metal right below our base, and I was saving that for her because we've got some rich metal nodes. We picked up all the metal over here, but basically everywhere inside this cave, if you fly for like a couple 100 feet, you'll find another set of metal nodes. There's like probably 100 nodes inside this cave alone, and even more right outside. And there's an even better place for harvesting stupid amounts of metal right below the floating islands, and we'll show you that in another episode. But for now, check it out. We are just busting up the metal like crazy. We'll bust up her melee damage to get crazy high, and we are all set for metal now, so we're going to start building a lot of really good metal stuff, including trank darts, which will let us tame much better creatures. And very soon, we're going to try to tame that Spinosaurus that we saw in this episode. But first, we are going to do a Let's Build episode where we're going to do all the building we've done on the base all at once, so you guys can see the entire base go from the foundation up to being a 2-story cool building, but not nearly as cool as it's eventually going to be, because we will build this up into a massive castle before we're done. but this will be phase 1 and we'll show you all the building at once. We're also going to tame a glowtail, which is this really cool gecko that lights up like a flashlight. And we're going to try to tame that neon green Tapehara, which is going to hopefully be a lot more smooth than the last Tapehara tame. We've got to, redeem ourselves from what a train wreck that was, but we'll see if that actually is better this time, or if it's another train wreck. So the next episode should be a whole lot of fun, and make sure you subscribe to this channel and ring that bell to enable all notifications, because if you don't have notifications enabled, you might miss the next episode that comes out, and I'd love it if you join us for the next live premiere and chat with me live while we all watch the next episode. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and drop a comment. Let us know what you thought, if you have any good tips for using Ankylosaurs that I didn't mention. And also, we need names for 4 Ankylosaurs. We got the red, white, and blue female, looks like an American flag. We have this crazy female with the red and neon green coloring, and we've got the 2 normal ones that are also a male and a female for regular Ankylosaurs. So let me know in the comments what you guys think we should name them, and we'll try to name like all of our dinosaurs pretty soon because I've been slacking off on that, so sorry. But we will get in there and put a bunch of your names on our dinosaurs in the near future. So thanks so much for watching, we so appreciate it, and until next time, stay safe, have fun, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video.
If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media so your friends can enjoy it too.
And make sure you subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to enable all notifications, because we have lots of awesome new guides, tips, tricks, live streams, and let's plays for Ark and other awesome games coming soon, and you won't want to miss any of that.
We already have lots more fun and helpful videos just like this one, so check out the links at the end of this video to keep watching. You can also chat with other gamers if you join our channel's Discord at the link in the description.
If you want to earn great rewards while supporting this channel, click the join link next to the subscribe button for more information about our channel memberships. We want to give a big thank you to some of our biggest supporters of this channel: Sabo0283, Cole Parmenter, Emmy Fisher, Wolfgirl Be Like, Kelly Razak, and Ashley Owens. Thank you all so much for everything you do to make this channel possible.
So until next time, we hope you have fun on your own video game adventures, and
We will see you in our next video.